Hi, this is Jacqueline here with the Grow Program. Thank you for growing with me. You know, we are not here to be man's servant. We are here to be God's servant. And being God's servant, we have to find our God-given purpose. What are we really here for? You know, now when I say manservant, I mean religion is about money and control. When I was up under religion, it's a certain way that I had to I had to dress, a certain way that I had to act, a certain way that I had to, worship, a certain way that I had to do a lot of different things. And religion tells us that the husband is the head of the wife. And and under religion, it also tells us that, a wife is to be quiet and all this other different things. She can't even say nothing in the church. That's what the religion says. What you are to do is to apply the doctrine and teaching in the Bible to your life in righteousness, not to be used for control. This is a spiritual, holistic walk that we are on. And we are here as servants to God, not servants to man. And that's what I had been. See, I had always was up under the guise that I'm to grow up and find my Prince Charming and live happily ever after. That's why I got that sermon, Don't Believe in Fairy Tales. You have a God-given purpose. And see, I was so wrapped up in a narcissistic person, because and it just had me so wrapped up in what I'm supposed to be, as far as a wife, a dutiful praying wife, and praying that things change, and falling into a subservient role and falling under oppression. Just like we have failed under oppression in this country, it has trickled down from slavery to oppression, and we have been like a ship lost in uncharted waters. Because I'm telling you, that's what I have been, like a ship lost in uncharted waters. Didn't know which direction I would, didn't even know where I had been as far as slavery, really. Thinking that Roots was like an isolated incident. Roots didn't even really tell the story. It couldn't tell the story. It couldn't tell the true story of what Africans have really went through under slavery and under oppression in this country. They can't put that on TV. What we have really went through, even the African women in slavery and childbirth. You think we got it hard now. I told you the story about how I almost lost my life having my fifth baby. How the nurse kept coming in there giving me Pitocin. And then they wonder why African women are dying in childbirth, at higher rates than Caucasian women. It's because they're killing them. That's why they're dying. Honey, when it comes, I have been touched by every single type of oppression that could be done. I have been touched by it. That's why I'm here running this podcast, sponsor free, so I can tell you some information that will save your life and save your children's life and keep you, away from going through the trauma that I went through. Now, let's get on something a little bit more happier. I'm very happy about how I've been able to lose about 60 pounds, in about 6 months, since I began the Grow Program in late August, September. I was at 200 pounds, and I used to live to eat. I'm telling you, I wake up in the morning thinking about what I'm gonna eat. I can't wait to eat. And but now I eat to live. I changed it up. I eliminated pork. I eat a lot more fruits and vegetables. Drink a lot more water. Substitute, smoothies, for meals, and drink a lot of fluids. And, if you like to exercise, exercise. I don't, I don't have time for that. So, I may go walking or something like that, but, no, I'm not a really exercise type person. But anyway, just eat small portions, and if you have high blood pressure, if you have high blood pressure problems, buy you a blood pressure cuff. Eliminate pork, eliminate salt, drink lots of fruits and vegetables. Eat lots of fruits and vegetables, drink lots of water and juice, and eat healthier. Start eating healthier and try to exercise a little bit, that you can, if that's what you like to do, going for a walk, just cause that's what I love. I love going for a walk. I will do that, so go for a walk, and as you walk, you can meditate to the Lord. You out there close with God, you can meditate to the Lord, and the beloved ancestors, because they're with us. They are, guiding us. But see, we doing us. We all in the way, and we got to get out the way so we can be blessed. Let go and let God. And that is very hard to do. I know it's hard not to do it. It's hard not to go there. It's hard not to even think about it, but you got to let go and let God. You got to start thinking better. You got to start doing better. You got to start acting better. Let go and let God mean don't do nothing. Do what's in front of you. Do right then. Meditate on the positive. Lord, send your beloved ancestors. Send my beloved ancestors to help me, guide me, order my steps, every day. Order my steps, as I go out the door, because I know somebody going to try me today. Order my steps so I know what to say that'll make them go away. Leave me alone in a nice way. You ain't got to go there cussing and clowning. See, that's not how royalty act. We don't act like that. We act better. We got to throw love. Walk away. If you don't want to say nothing to them, just walk away. You ain't got to say nothing. That says a whole lot. Lay the phone down, See, we back in the day, I told you we used to let them talk to tone, dial tone. But sometimes you just gotta lay the phone down, let them know, hey, you talking crazy to nobody, to yourself, because I ain't even listening to you no more. That says a whole lot. Then when you go back and pick up the phone, if they still going, lay it back down, and then pick it back up. If they didn't stop going, okay, it's time. I see. Now you see I wasn't listening to you, okay? I don't want to hear that crazy talk. Now you ready to talk right, or we gonna keep doing this, and we can go on and hang up, and they gonna get some get right. I'm telling you, because they want to grow, they want to reach their greatness too. I'm telling you, sometimes we got to twist and turn with that spirit in that spiritual warfare a little bit. We got to twist and turn with them a little bit to throw that love on them, make them act right. Get them with some get right. Throw that 1-2 punch of love on them. That's how we got to do. To reach our greatness, honey. Because we want to be like God. We want to do better. We want to strive to do better, to reach our greatness, shed off this old stuff like the mountain. We shedding off all this old stuff and we rise and reach our greatness. We ain't got millions of years, so we got to hurry up, shed it off. We got to hurry up and get to moving, and rising and reaching our greatness, on the way to genuine equality. That's what we on the way to. Genuine equality. And we gonna love one another. We are going to live the dream of Dr. King. Just like I told his daughter, I told her, don't stress, beautiful queen. Your father, the movement, was not stopped with his death. It was paused while a rose grew and was nurtured in God's garden. Now we're growing all over the world, I love you all. Keep on rising to be great. Keep on living a legacy, because the legacy that you live is what you are leaving. Live a legacy in God. Rise to reach your greatness. Greatness reached over oppression through wisdom all over the world. God bless you, and the beloved ancestors keep you. Let's rise. Love drives out hate.